Okay, so output tax, less input tax and other tax credits, so VAT payable. So kunyari class, gross. May mga gross sa inyo naman, di ba? Di ba sa mga resibo, minsan included na ang VAT or minsan naman ay hindi pa. So ang pagliles nyo ng ano, ng input tax, parang ano, kunyari class ay ang total ng sales mo ay 1,000. Kunyari meron kang 1,000,000. 1,000,000. Kunyari, 1.2 million. May declared kang gross sales na 1.2 million, pero kukunin mo ngayon dyan. Kasama na kasi dyan ang input tax. So, paano mo makukuha ang tax payable mo dyan? So, paano mo makukuha? So, kasama niya na dyan ng input tax. So, 1.2 million. Less 112%. So, ang iyo ngayong input tax ay 144. So, 1.2 million less. Ano pa ba nagpapaan?
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Oh, hintayin nga muna natin ng nagpapaan. 5 minutes na may magpa-add. Last 5 minutes. Magsabay-sabay.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Bakit parang may tricycle? Bakit parang may tricycle? Sorry po. 49 na tayo. Okay. So, for example class, dito ko na lang siya gagawin. Ang binayaran mo ay 1,000,000. So, paano mo kukunin ang babawasin mo na ang input tax. So, 1,200,000. 1,200,000 divided by 1,200,000. So, 10,714. 10,714.28. Tapos yung VAT payable mo ay 1,200,000 minus 10,714.28. So, ang VAT payable mo ay 1,189.7. So, yan ang VAT payable. So, para mo makuha ang VAT, ito times mo naman yan isa, 12%. Yun lang class. Ang computation ng VAT. Pero
Thank you, ma'am.
nakita nyo sa inyong resibo, usually ay gross times 12 kasi output VAT yun. Hindi pa kasama doon yung may mga companies kasi class na isinasama na ang ini-include na nila ang VAT. Ngayon, so iba ang output tax kaysa input tax. Ang output tax means the VAT due on the sale of lease of taxable goods or properties or services by any person registered or required to register. Input tax means the VAT due from or paid by VAT registered person in the course of his or trade or business on the importation of goods or local purchase of goods or services, including lease or use of property from VAT registered person. So, VAT registration, mandatory ay gross sales or receipts for the past 12 months other than those that are exempt have exceeded 3 million. So, 3 million above, kailangan ay mag-register. Ayun na naman, may pumasok na naman. Uy, naka-50. 10 lang ang absent. There are reasonable grounds to believe that the taxpayer's gross sales or receipts for the next 12 months ay bakit gano'n? Kanina pa 50 pa rin. May lumabas pa. Other than those that are exempt will exceed 3 million pesos. Franchise grantees of radio and television broadcasting whose gross annual receipts for the preceding calendar year exceeded 10 million. So, yun ang mga mandatory na mag-re-register for VAT. Optional. Any person who is VAT exempt or not required to register for VAT may elect to be VAT registered. Franchise grantees of radio and or television broadcasting whose annual gross receipts of the preceding year do not exceed 10 million pesos derived from the business covered by the law granting the franchise. The option is not available to any person who elected to pay the 8% tax on gross sales. So when does the registration cancel? when is the cancellation or when is the registration canceled? A VAT registered person may cancel his or her resignation for VAT if they make written application and can demonstrate to the commissioner's satisfaction that his or her gross sales receipts for the following 12 months other than those exempt will not exceed 3 million pesos. Pesos yun ha, bakit ba dollar? They ceased to carry on their trade of business and does not expect to recommence any trade or business within the next 12 months. So pwede na mag-cancel ang mga nawala na sa business or yung mga hindi mag-exceed ng 3 million. Other percentage tax, cut two categories, and the person whose gross sales or receipts do not go beyond the 3 million threshold and who is not a VAT registered. Businesses whose activities are designated under the other percentage tax system, regardless if the gross sales or receipts go beyond the 3 million threshold. Examples of these are domestic carriers or of passengers and goods. Excise taxes, business taxes imposed on specific goods or services applied in addition to the purchase price. In the Philippines, excise taxes are collected with the Bureau of Internal Revenue. They aim to regulate consumption of harmful products such as alcohol. So, ang excise taxes class ay sa mga non-essential like luxury goods, tobacco, alcohol, yan, mga sin tax yan. Beverages, petroleum, or other non-essential luxury goods, while generating revenue for the government. Excise tax imposed which is based on weight or volume. Ad valorem, excise tax which is based on selling price or other specified value of the goods articles. Who are the VAT taxpayers? Tayo ba, class? Tanungin ko kayo, VAT taxpayers ba tayo? VAT ba tayo? VAT taxpayers ba tayo? Tayo ba'y nagbabayad ng VAT?
Yes, bro.
In what way? Pag tayo bumibili, di ba? Every time na tayo may binili, may official receipt, may resibo like sa mall, makikita nyo na doon na sinasakay ang VAT. So, hindi tayo nakaka-exempt sa VAT payment. Pero who are, in the course of our discussion, who are the VAT taxpayers? So, merong enumerated dito, VAT registered persons, any person who opted to register for VAT, even if VAT exempt or not required to register as such. So, kung ikay may business, dapat mag-register ka sa VAT. VAT registrable persons or any person who did not register as VAT taxpayer but meets the criteria for mandatory registration. Gross sales exceeding 3 million, or there are reasonable grounds to believe that the taxpayer's gross sales or receipts for the next 12 months, other than those that are exempt, will exceed 3 million. Franchise grantees of radio and television broadcasting whose gross annual receipts for the preceding calendar year exceeding 10 million pesos. So those are VAT taxpayers. At on threshold 3,000, 3 million, all taxpayers except franchise grantees of radio and television. So kapag ang iyong registration ay Ang iyong kita ay 10 million, franchise grantees of radio and television broadcasting, kasama ka sa VAT. For husband and wife, so pwedeng mag-file ng separate tax ang husband and wife. VAT threshold for husband and wife. For purposes of the threshold of 3 million, as amended, the husband and the wife shall be considered separate taxpayers. However, the aggregation rule for each taxpayer shall apply. For instance, if a professional, aside from the practice of his/her profession, also derives revenue from the other lines of business, which are otherwise subject to VAT, the same shall be combined for purposes of determining whether the threshold has been exceeded. Thus, the VAT-exempt sales shall not be included in determining the threshold. Eto class ang illustration. Spouses Smith had the following sales and receipts from January 1 to December 31. So, 12 months yun. So, si Mr. Smith may kita sa kanyang hardware na 1.5. Meron pa rin siyang kita sa kanyang fruits and vegetable stand. Wala pala siyang kita sa kanyang, wala siyang fruits and vegetable stand. Pero meron siyang gross receipt sa kanyang profession. So, ang kanyang kinita total for 12 months ay 3.5 million or 3,500,000. Si Mrs. Smith naman, walang hardware pero may fruit and vegetable stand. Meron din siyang kita sa kanyang profession na 2 million. So, ang kanyang kinita ay 3.1. Now, ang total sa hardware ay 1.5, sa fruits ay 1.1, sa gross receipts for profession ay sa kanilang dalawa ay 4 million. So, paano iko-compute ang kanilang tax? Both spouses are taxable persons but are separately subject to business tax. The aggregation rule applies to each spouse individually. In the above illustration, Mr. Smith is subject to VAT because his combined gross sales, so si Mr. Smith ay may gross sales na or may gross income na 3.5. Si Mrs. Smith is not subject to VAT even her combined gross sales and receipts exceeded 3 million because ito class sales from fruits and vegetables are not subject to VAT. Thus, Mrs. Smith is only liable to pay percentage tax on her gross receipts. So, since hindi nag-exceed, alisin mo to, si Mrs. Smith ay may 2 million gross receipt lang. So, hindi siya vatable. Ito namang si Mr. Smith ay merong total na 3.5. So, siya ay magbabayad ng VAT. Magre-register sa VAT. Kita niyo to class? Sabi sa rule, ang kita sa fruits and vegetables is not subject to VAT. So, ang gross lang ni Mrs. Smith ay 2 million. Nafa-follow nyo pa? Nandiyan pa kayo? Kapag
Yes po, ma'am.
mixed
Yes, ma'am.
loans for VAT taxpayers, Kapag mixed transactions, notwithstanding VAT registration, VAT shall only apply to vatable sales and receipts. If a taxpayer has VAT-exempt sales and receipts subject to other percentage taxes, the same are not considered in the computation of vatable sales and receipts. Okay, output tax means the VAT due on the sale or lease of taxable goods or properties or services. Yan. For example, X corporation, a VAT-registered taxpayer, made 10,000 cash sale transaction to customer A. So, 10,000. I-add mo ang 12% VAT. Ito class A standard ha. 12%. So, ang kanyang VAT ay 1,2. So, ang payable ni ni X ay ang payable ni customer A is 11,200. Kasi ang original price na kanyang binibili ay 10,000. Pero since subject to VAT, so 12% ng 10,000 is 1,2. So ang total payable ni customer A is how much? 1,2. Tiningnan nyo na ba mga resibo nyo? Ganun nga, lumalabas na. Diba sabi ko sa inyo, i-check nyo mga resibo nyo. Ganun nga ba lumalabas?
Yes po.
Yes. May hawak akong resibo, chine-check ko. One. Okay. So, kailangan sa resibo class, ano mga dapat makikita niyo sa resibo? So, yung kanilang company name, yung mga ibang information, kung sila by VAT registration, may TIN. Tapos may nakalagay na official receipt. Yan, din sa aking resibong hawak, nakalagay ang customer name, ang aking address, ang account ng aking line, at anong transaction at magkano. May nakalagay ding receipt number, may mga reference number. Okay. Okay, two kinds of output VAT. 12% output VAT, regular VAT imposed on domestic sales and receipts. Zero output VAT, zero VAT imposed on exports and other zero-rated sales. Input tax means the VAT due from or paid by a VAT-registered person in the course of trade or business on the importation of goods or local purchase of goods, services, including. So ito yung tinitingnan ko kanina. X Corp, a VAT-registered taxpayer, purchased goods from VAT-registered supplier amounting to, nakalagay naman doon class sa resibo, inclusive of VAT. Usually, nakalagay din sa resibo kung magkano ang ano nila doon, ini-detail nila doon sa resibo nyo kung magkano ang inyong payable. So, usually, nakalagay na to. So, binabawas na lang. So, kung ang invoice purchase mo is 8,960, inclusive of VAT, so nakalagay doon kung gaano ang input tax at magkano ang price without VAT. Then, i-multiply mo by 12. So, ang iyong tax ay 960. So, ang payable mo is 960. Kaya binayaran mo is 960 because ang iyong vatable purchase ay 8,000. So, in-include mo VAT. So, tinimes mo sa VAT na 12%. ang iyong VAT ay 960. So, ang total ng purchase invoice mo ay 8,960. Nafa-follow natin, di ba? Opo. Transaction subject to regular output VAT, sales of services, sale of goods, sale of real properties, transactions deemed sales. Sale of goods, unless exempted or zero rated, is subject to 12% VAT based on gross selling price unless unreasonably lower. X Corporation, a VAT registered taxpayer, had the following sales in August. So may cash sales na 150, sales made on account 50, installment sales 20, sales total sales 220. So ito ang iyong output VAT. So sa total sales mo ay 220 times 12%, ikaw ang payable mo ay 26,400. So pag magbabayad ka, 220 plus 26,400. So, ang total ng payable mo, inclusive of VAT, is 246,400. Tama? Nafa-follow? Napa-follow ba?
Yes po.
Ano yung VAT? Payable. Unreasonably low selling price. Yan. If the selling price is unreasonably low, the VAT shall be based on the fair value of the goods sold. May mga ganun pala, class. Ngayon ko lang naintindihan itong ating mga binabayaran. If the selling price is unreasonably low, the VAT shall be based on the fair value of the goods. The gross selling price is deemed unreasonably lower when it is lower by more than 30% of the actual market value of the goods sold. The fair value of the goods shall be determined by the Commissioner of the BIR. Nonetheless, if one of the parties is the government, the output VAT shall be based on the actual selling price. Okay. Anong sabi dyan? Ang basis, kapag mas mababa ng 30% ang presyo, ang susundin doon sa VAT ay yung fair value ng good. So kahit mababa siya, kung ano yung fair, yun pa rin ang susundin. Kapag naman government ang kasama sa transaction, kung alin ang pinakamababa, iyon ang vatable o vatable. Nonetheless, if one of the parties is the government, the output VAT shall be based on the actual selling price.